Hi. Okay, so this was supposed to be a quick 60-minute clip, and I tried to do it before, or I did record it before I went for a work event. I'm currently recording from my hotel room in Ottawa right now. But something about the video just didn't feel right. And I sat down with the cards again and I started looking through them, and I just knew this had to be a little bit of a more elaborate reading. And yeah, I don't know. Let's just get into it because there's it almost feels like every time I look at the cards that are in front of me, which I'll obviously go over in a second, there just seems to be another layer to it every time I look at it. There's this heavy energy right now over Nine of Swords. It's the card of overthinking, anxiety, worry, but it almost feels like this, it's there and you can feel that uneasiness. It doesn't have to be, it could be any degree of intensity, right? But whatever it is that's there that's making you uncomfortable, it's making you uncomfortable for a reason. And it's funny because as I was sitting here looking at it, at the way that, the swords are stacked, the swords represent thoughts, right? Like one thought piles into another, into another, into another. I always think of it in this way when I see the Nine of Swords. It's like if you have 5 things happening at one time, 5 things is a lot still, but 5 is manageable, right? But if you go, okay, but in this situation there's X, Y, and Z, and in this situation there's X, Y, and Z, and it keeps going and going. It's like all of a sudden those 5 problems becomes multiplied into whatever it is, right? Depends on how many thoughts you have circulating around. But I feel like with this card, and the reason why I'm talking about the level of intensity that you might be feeling this is because I feel like it's almost to the point of being unrecognizable to some people. It's like, that there's this discomfort there, that there's something bothering you, but you can't quite put your finger on it. And I'm really picking up on that a lot. So when I was going to say, when I was first looking at this card, like the swords, right, one on top of the other, what my guides were showing me, it was almost like somebody running their finger down it, and like they're not sharp, they weren't jagged. It was almost like rubber, like they moved. I saw this image of the swords moving, and I just got this feeling of these, whatever overthinking you might be doing, whatever restlessness you might be feeling or discomfort you might be feeling, is very much, it's very much there because it's a part of you that is basically shifting. Like some sort of fear that you've had for a really long time is starting to shift. And whatever it is that's shifting right now is actually, it's like the one thing standing in between you and some sort of gift or talent, or maybe it's a collaborative effort. Maybe it could be any number of things, right? But with the 6 of Cups and the 9 of Cups here, 6 of Cups is about nostalgia. 9 of Cups is about wish fulfillment. And the vibe I'm getting from these 2 cards is like, this is something that you've maybe always dreamt of doing. This is something that you've always seen yourself doing, but didn't really know how to take yourself there, right? This could be any number of things. It could be starting your own business, opening a gallery, like doing whatever it is, right? But it's this feeling of knowing that you were always really good at something or talented at something, but there's this disconnect in that vision and what you believed you could do. And I feel like this, again, like this shift in overthinking it's almost like you know that whatever thoughts you might be thinking that, or whatever experiences you might be having that are making you uncomfortable right now, it's almost like you have this awareness that is very intentional. Like, you know, it's just like, I see you, I see what you're doing, right? And it's shifting because there is some sort of doorway that's opening up, or with the Four of Cups, like probably is already open. This is like the universe handing you something and you just be like, no, I'm going to keep focusing on X, Y, and Z, even though it's not making me happy. I almost feel like this anxiousness is coming up simply because you are being offered some sort of glimpse into, or some sort of doorway, or some sort of, it could even just be that you're feeling inspired, more inspired than you have for a long time, right? It could be coming in any shape and form, but it's almost like because you've been waiting for this and asking for this, and now you're finally feeling this nudge. I keep doing this because I feel like something just wants to like come out of my chest, right? Like something wants to break free, and just like, it's a good feeling though. It's like this surge of energy that's trying to come through. It's already being offered to you, but because it's being offered, it's also causing this like overthinking to happen. But with this, again, the Nine of Cups and the Six of Cups, I feel like this is just something that, you know, you've always wanted this. This is something that, like, I mean, Six of Cups is childhood, right? Like, this is something that your inner child maybe is just like screaming for joy over, or I don't know. But with this card of, I just feel like this is, Six of Cups is talking about something that feels like home to you, something that feels familiar, and familiar, like that's the word, something that feels familiar to you. But now you have this fear because something's coming. I feel the need to say also, for some people out there, maybe somebody, maybe one particular person, maybe I need to hear this. But with the Three of Pentacles, I feel like there's this call to not be afraid to collaborate with other people either. It almost feels like kind of like a side note a little bit. And I have it clarified by the King of Cups, which is the king of emotion, of water, very highly intuitive, very creative. He's very in control of his emotions, of his reactions. Like, he knows what he feels, and he's certain of what he feels, and what he believes, he's certain of what he believes. And this being a clarifier for the Three of Pentacles, I feel like it's, I feel like I need to tell you that there are people who are genuinely invested in helping you to achieve something. If you have trust issues with people, right? It's like, if you normally don't trust people, this might be your nudge to say, hey, we're saying it's okay, trust this person, whoever it is, because they're trying to work with you, right? So with the Three of, but there's also this piece too, and I want to say this quickly, sorry to add on to what I was saying over here, but look, he's speaking to them, right? He's teaching them something. They're all gaining some sort of wisdom from this, and I feel like this, whatever it is that you know you're meant to share or do creatively, or whatever it is, also has to do with the fact that it gives something back to people, and that's why it's also important for you to step into whatever it is that you're gifted at right now. You're really feeling, or you're really being called to feel those gifts that you have within you. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop. I already went on longer than I thought I would, but please leave a comment. I'm going to post some stuff about holiday giveaways and gift certificates and things like that as well. I'm going to aim for tomorrow morning. And yeah, I hope you have a good night, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.